Have a blessed Advent and a Merry Christmas from all of the Evergreen staff. We are filming this from the historic Seattle First Baptist Church, and behind me is a work of art installation done by Reverend Dave Roberts. So for me, as I speak to my Evergreen family, I just wish that you would be blessed with hope. Hope to believe in new things, to believe in restoration, to believe in healing, to believe in new beginnings. And so as you go through your ministry and all the things that you're facing in this season, may you know that God works with you and can create all things new.
Hello, Evergreen family. Blessed Advent and a very Merry Christmas. I greet you. Do my best to hang on to hope in this season, to live in hopeful expectation. But it's hard to escape it because the world we're living in. So I keep being drawn to Habakkuk. Why you make me see wrongdoing and look at trouble? Destruction and violence are before me. I shout to God, and it's tough to find hope. But this is when the promise matters. This is when Advent reminds us and reaches down to the darkness to draw us out into the light, to live into that hopeful expectation for peace that though might not be here now, it is coming. It reminds us that Christ is coming, bringing peace. For unto us a child is given, Prince of Peace. Now, it's hard. And as many of us say, what can I do? I'm just one person, said a billion people. Together, we could walk into building peace. Peace, as Thomas Merton reminds us, demands the most heroic of labors, the most difficult sacrifice. It demands greater heroism than war. It demands fidelity to truth and much more purity of conscience. It is not easy, but we together could walk along Christ into peace in this world, and it's just as we are reminded by the prayer from our brother Claiborne. Peacemaking does not mean passivity. It is the act of interrupting injustice without mirroring injustice, the act of dismantling evil without destroying the evildoer, the act of finding a third way that is neither fight nor flight, but the careful, arduous pursuit of reconciliation and justice. It is about a revolution of love that is big enough to both hold the oppressed and the oppressor and liberate them. May this season be a reminder to us that Christ calls us to be peacemakers alongside Him. And if you think there's just one of you, there isn't. We're all in this together, and together we could be peacemakers in this season. Blessings.
Greetings from your Evergreen Minister of Social Media. Joy is part and parcel of who we are as Christians, but in these dark times, it can be hard to remember that. Conflicts are taking place all over the world, and those in charge are more focused on power than on the people. Hearts are being broken, and human rights are being stripped away. Yet, we can still find joy. Psalm 35 says, "Weeping may continue for a night, but joy comes in the morning." So here is my blessing to you this Christmas season. In the midst of oppression, I pray you find joy. In the midst of pain, I pray you find joy. And in the midst of conflict, I pray you find joy. Blessed Advent and Merry Christmas to you all.
A blessed Advent and a very Merry Christmas to you, my Evergreen family. We have come together. We have offered our blessings to you. We have talked about hope and peace and joy. And the fourth piece of that, maybe the most important piece of that, is love. Because hope and peace and joy, they're actually rooted in love. It is out of love that we find the courage to stand against injustice without becoming unjust. It is out of love that we find the courage to live in joy when all seems lost. It is out of love that hope springs eternal. And we know that we are loved because this season, this Advent season, this moment of Christmas is that incarnation of Christ. That moment where God so loved us that God came down to be among us and to be one of us, reminding us that the difference between us and God, though vast, is also very small. And so, as we close out our greetings to you, as we close out our blessings this season, know that we love you, that we are so grateful for everything that you do with and for Evergreen, grateful for the opportunity to serve you, grateful for the opportunity to bring hope, peace, joy, and love to the world alongside you.